Well, anyways, first video didn't work, so let's try this one. Start a new game, though. We'll start over. And you'll probably tell how far I got you by how much I just skipped. Oh, now it's not responding. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name's Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is
See how far I
crazy.
can get in a half hour.
Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus.
Focus.
My name is...
Daniel.
I am Daniel.
Oh no. The pink blooded. The pink blood. Oh, I can get up now, right? Oops. A manto has been added to your journal. And then we follow the blood. Oh, where's the... Well, I forget where I went to the first time, so... The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Ugh.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him.
Okay.
His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can.
Okay.
Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend
myself,
into the darkness
Daniel.
where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
My Daniel? Oh, I remember. I was looking all around everywhere, and then finally found this side. The other children cheered him on. His name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. And then where we go down here.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
And there's everything gunk, doesn't it? There's I think the wine cellar's that way. The lavatory is on this side. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial something. VITAE. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I am close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as detergent. Organic tissues react especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Oh. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I am better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Yeah. Okay. It's just whatever. Whatever that is. The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected by many, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. I think this is where I got lost. I don't know what to do. Those. There. Then we're pressing tab to run. Leave this out. You press tab to run. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Okay. Right, there's the tinder box up here. He fell to the cotton floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. This is where I stopped earlier. And found out the video didn't even work. Libra, rare books.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Something of importance in here, I guess. Yeah. I want to squash the bug here. Whatever. Then catalog. Oh. Another note. I hereby offer my full attention and service to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my service at the Prussian royal court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrett. Oh yes, I'm saying all this right. Whew. So, oh.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
I don't like to be having that.
castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
It's been half an hour. What's my alarm? Oh, am I supposed to? Okay.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Interesting. What am I supposed to be using, I wonder? Well, anyways, it's been half hour, so let's save and quit. Thank you for watching. If you watch this long.